Okay, hi everybody, hello. So as you're gonna see in a second, I completely different hair, completely different outfit. I recorded this video, I don't remember when. I said something about April in the video, so I recorded this either early or late April, can't remember. But it is now June 14th. So some things happened. My editing software, I lost access to it, blah blah blah. But I'm essentially done with the video now, so I'm just inserting this to say that even though this was labeled as a spring cleaning video, you do not have to wait for spring to do a closet clean out. As I also mentioned later in the video, you can do it literally anytime I do closet clean outs. Literally whenever I have the chance. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, let me get my iPad. Hold on. Okay, oh my gosh, hi y'all. I know it's been so long. Let me get a little close. Sorry, I'm not about to be on the internet with chapped lips. Very chaotic start, I will say. But the thing about me is, like, sometimes, like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to things that I create. And so sometimes I really just have to force myself to do stuff, even when it's not, like, perfect. Because, like, by the title, I'm sure you guys know what we're talking about. But, I was like, no, I want my room to be clean and da-da-da-da, and, you know, I want to blah, blah, blah. Moral of the story is my closet a mess. But you know what? It kind of makes sense what I'm talking about. And also, I'm not perfect. I live a very busy life. Full-time college student. Essentially a full-time worker. Part-time, full-time. 3/4 time. That's really what I like to call it. But I'm a very busy person, right? And I like fashion. In case you couldn't tell. Anyways, but spring is here. I wanted to get this video out earlier. I was gonna record it during spring break. I'm in college, so my spring break was from like the 15th through whatever of March. But I worked 6 out of the 7 days of my spring break. So yeah, that one day off, I don't even remember what I did during that one day off, but I was probably just rotting in bed, honestly. So it's spring. Summer's right there. She's knocking, right? If you haven't already, you need to clean out your closet. Now, mind you, I don't know when this is coming out. Let me also preface this by saying you're gonna hear a lot of noises in the back. There's construction going on. That's also another thing. I was like, oh, I want to record when there's no construction going on in my house. There's always construction going on in my house. So, on that note, summer's knocking. Summer's knocking, right? Summer's knocking. But it's still technically spring. I mean, it's April now. Today's high is literally like 50 degrees. So, snowed the other day. Please. I mean, I do live in New England, so that's my problem. I'm running my mouth. I'm yapping. I'm sorry. I promise I'm gonna get to the point. But summer's knocking. She's right there. You need to clean out your closet. I need to clean out my closet. We all need to clean out our closet. Listen, 2026, you're not hoarding. Okay, we're being sustainable in our purchases. Okay, and we're doing clean out. Here's the thing. I love the emphasis on a spring clean out and a spring reset. But realistically, when you're a baddie like me, who has a shopping problem, who has a clothes problem, you're cleaning out your closet very often. I definitely do the spring clean out the most. I'm here to remind you to do your spring clean out, and I'm going to tell you how I do my spring clean out, what I use, what I do, my vetting process, my screening process, because listen, having as many clothes as I do and then continuing to get new clothes, I have to run a very strict program. And realistically, program still isn't strict enough. If you want to be a part of a winning team, you gotta do the work. So spring cleaning for me is really like when I'm like, okay, let's see, you know, you've been on the team, you made the team, but let's see who's making it to the team next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's draft season. Where are you going? What's happening to you? We don't know. You're about to find out. Are you getting traded? Are you getting kicked out? Are you staying here? Are you getting a higher salary? What are we doing? I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, so I'm here to tell you about what I do, what works for me, what you can do, because I know what I'm talking about, trust me. So first things first, how I like to do my spring cleaning, right? The very first step that I do, I try to clean my surrounding space because I know it'll get messy, which is why I was stressing myself out. I was like, I don't want it to already be messy and it's become a bigger mess and da 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 da. Which is also why I like to do it. Like I every year I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it during spring break, knowing dang well like I may be off from school, but that just means I'm gonna be working more. First step is you want to start off with as clean up a space as you can get. It doesn't have to be perfect, because if you have a lot of clothes like me, it's gonna get messy again. Do what's best for you. Do what will stress you out the least. I literally will like stand up and go through my closet and I'll be like, hey, when's the last time I wore this? Do I see myself wearing it soon? This is one of the biggest reasons why I like to do it during multiple seasons, because like I can do the cleaning process during the spring, but if we're talking, you know, summer clothes, it's not summer. So it's like, okay, well, it makes sense that I haven't worn this in a minute because it's not summer. Winter's pretty much over. All my sweaters, all my long sleeves. Did I wear you? No? Okay, like for example, right? I have this shirt, right? Super cute. Wait, because why am I putting it next to my head and I want to wear it now? She's super cute. She's super cute. I think she'll be cute for the spring. I bought this shirt, I don't even know how long ago, but it's been a year at least. It's been at least a year. Probably closer to 2. I don't know. I have a horrible perception of time. I have not wore this shirt out, and it's such a cute shirt, but it's like I've never fully wore it outside. Am I gonna wear it anytime soon? It's a cute shirt for the spring, very cute. But then it's like, okay, see how I'm still trying to like be attached to it. It's like, okay, realistically speaking, I have to like get real mean with myself and be like, yo, when are you gonna wear this? How are you gonna wear this? If I don't see ways I can style this and actually wear it out, it has to go. It has to go. It's like I haven't worn it. Am I gonna wear it? I haven't worn it in at least a year, probably more like 2 years that I've had it. So realistically, she has to go. And I have to be real mean with myself, because like I'll be like, no, but wait, because what if I no? Kick it to the curb, because otherwise it's gonna take up space in my closet, and I'm gonna keep buying more stuff, and it's not gonna make it in my closet, because then I don't have no more room, I don't have no more hangers. It's gonna end up God knows where, on my bed, on the floor. I don't buy, like, I really have to remind myself, like, I don't buy clothes for it to sit on the floor or sit on my bed or sit in a basket. Like, I buy it to wear it and to have it in my closet. So therefore, she gotta go. Okay, continue the screening process. My next question, is it in season? That's a long sleeve, right? I can wear that in the spring, I can wear that in the fall, I can wear it in the winter. I've had it for, let's go with 2 years, because I think it really is closer to 2 years. Yeah, I didn't buy that last year, I bought that 2 years ago. It's been close to 2 years. There's 3 out of the 4 seasons that I could wear it out of, right? And that's like what, 6 out of 8 seasons that I could have wore it for. 3 out of 4 seasons that I could have wore it for, and I didn't wear it, not once, right? And then the hardest question next for me to ask is, does it fit my current board / aesthetic? I'm gonna pause right there. I don't sit here and say that I have an aesthetic, because I'm like, I don't want to say I'm everything, but like, if I like something, I'm gonna wear it, right? Which is why if you look at my closet, like, there's a lot going on. Like, you see leopard print, you see mini skirts, you see gingham, you see grunge, like, who is she? You see jerseys, you see crop tops. Oh my god, I almost dropped my iPad. That's embarrassing. You see all these things. You see mini dresses, you see, like, there's a lot you can't see because I'm sitting down, but you see a lot, right? And so it's like, I think it's important to have a Pinterest. I will always be an advocate for Pinterest. My Pinterest board for fashion, like in my outfits and stuff, not only is it very detailed, but it's very, I'm gonna put a screen recording and like some of my pins right here, but like, it's very detailed. She's very organized. I don't play. I literally just made a board for my friend, actually. She was like, yeah, I need to go out more, and like, this is what I want to give. And I'm like, girl, this is what I see you giving. And I made her a board, and I'm like, I need to see you in some of these outfits this summer, and we're gonna get pictures, because I need you to post on your Instagram more. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you really do have to visualize it. Like, I'm a very visual person. Like, I love visuals. I like visuals. Like, I like being able to see it. You know what I'm saying? If I could like touch it, I could and would. But that's why I have the clothes, because I could touch it and I could make what I'm seeing on Pinterest and put it through my mind, my clothes, and boom, fit made. So to that point, it's like, okay, I'll also, usually what I'll do is I'll also think like, let me think of the season that I'm in, because every season I'm giving something different. Like summer usually gives like Y2K. I mean, I feel like every season I kind of give Y2K, but summer is like, it's a very big emphasis on Y2K for me. Always. It's always giving vintage, it's giving Y2K, it's giving baby fat, it's giving a lot of baby fat. It's giving vintage Coach. You will always see me with one of my Coach bags or one of my vintage Coach bags during the summer thing. You will see a lot of gold. You'll see a lot of gold jewelry. You will see a good kitten heel. One thing I'm incorporating this summer, capris. Thank you. But yeah, it's like, okay, let me think. Like if I pull out a tank top, I'm like, okay, tank top, summer, spring, mainly summer though. Does this fit the aesthetic that I'm gonna give for the summer? Or if it's like a long sleeve, it's like, okay, you know, is this a good layering piece? Is it gonna fit, you know, my not Y2K, my alternative baddie like thing that I got going on? What is it gonna give? Okay. Next, this is probably my biggest issue because it creates most of my messes, but like I just don't be having time. Doesn't need to be reworked or altered. There are so many shirts that I have sitting over there on my little side table where my sewing machine is, because I love a good off shoulder moment, right? Like I bought this camo thermal. It was a men's camo thermal. It's real cute. I'm like, okay, I love this shirt, but I don't want it to be a high neck, so I'm gonna make it off shoulder. And that way, you know, it's still a thermal, so it'll still keep me warm for the fall, for the spring, for the winter. But in the spring, I could just wear the thermal and it could be off shoulder and it could be cute, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, a lot of stuff, like sometimes I will like take something, I'm like, okay, this is cute, but sometimes I need to rework it, sometimes I need to alter it. Sometimes it's taking a t-shirt, making it off shoulder. I hate to admit it, 9 times out of 10 that's really what it is. It's either take the shirt, make it off shoulder, or take the shirt, crop it. Take the shirt, make it off shoulder, then crop it. I'm just about. That's another thing, because I'll see something, I'm like, okay, this is cute, but do I not like the way that it fits? Do I not like the way that it sits? Like, what is the issue? What could be done? Is it salvageable? Blah blah blah. And so one of the biggest things is really like, okay, what are we doing? Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna change it? Are we gonna leave it as is? What? So getting rid of stuff. I have a couple different ways that I like to get rid of things. My number one way to get rid of things, number one way, is always gonna be Depop. Listen, me and Depop are like this. If I could take this finger and wrap it around again, I would. I love Depop. I live on Depop. Literally, a good amount of my closet is for Depop. Not as much as I would like it to be. Working on that. But I buy a lot from Depop. I sell a lot from Depop. I think I've sold like at least, I want to say 100 items. I think it might be 50. I have to double check. But I've sold a lot on Depop. I bought a lot on Depop. I love Depop. Depop loves me. Also, not to brag, I never made a video on this, and I don't think I will because it's been almost 2 years now. But when I used to make Depop content on my TikTok, your girl may have won the August challenge, and Depop literally got me a shopping spree, and I got 8 items. But yeah, I love Depop so bad. Depop, the only thing I don't like about Depop is that like, you can list something and it, like, I wish I could list something and it would go right away. Like, if you have good pieces, that will happen. And sometimes, like, it'll even be the pieces that you don't think will go that go. And I'm just like, okay. But, yeah, I've been using Depop for a minute. Because at least that way I know, like, okay, you know, I can get some money back. Now, there are other apps you can use. Oh, not sponsored, by the way, but Depop. Hey, if you wanna, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's Depop, there's what is it, ThredUp, there's Poshmark, there is what's the other one, eBay, but that's not the one I was thinking of. I don't know. Either way, there's other apps that you can use, but Depop is always gonna be my first choice. After that, there's something called Trashy, which I like using mainly for like articles of clothing that I wouldn't sell or that I wouldn't give to Goodwill. So like when I was doing a deep clean of my closet for fast fashion, because I've been trying to like filter out fast fashion out of my closet because we want to be sustainable with our purchases. Trashy, so what they do is basically you buy this bag and anything that you want to get rid of, they have different like options. They have one for clothes. I think they have one for like textiles, like if you have leftover fabric, like if you experiment with fabrics, they have one for that. And I think they have one for technology too. But you get the bag and like say I have like this shirt but it has a stain on it and I don't want to take it to Goodwill, or it's fast fashion and I don't want to send fast fashion to Goodwill, I would send it to Trashy, where I forget exactly how they operate, but editing to leave, I figured that out. And basically you send it off. I think you could either take it to a FedEx or UPS store and you drop it off, and then once they get the bag, you get money back. So what's cool is they actually just changed their like reward service. So now you have the option to redeem your Trashy cash, is what I think they call it, for gift cards. So yeah, that's another thing, especially like if you're somebody that's trying to be more sustainable and you want to clean out your closet of like anything that you wouldn't bring to, anything that you wouldn't want to give a second home, or just like fast fashion or whatever, I would highly recommend that. My next one is I'm actually shouting out an Instagram brand that I found. They're called Ethic Closet. I found them, and so basically what they do is they're an online like thrift store, or yeah, secondhand store, but every week they're like, okay, this is the theme for this week. If you have pieces that fit this aesthetic, that fit this vibe, and they have a screening process where you show them the item and then you can send the item to them and they'll list it on their like website and you could buy from them, which I think is such a cool thing to do. I feel like I've definitely had an idea similar to that. I would love to do something like that. I think it's so super cool. But I don't have the space. I can't even manage my own closet. Like, I'm not gonna. But they're actually really cool. I don't remember how I found them. Probably just through Instagram recommendations, because listen, my Instagram algorithm knows me. It knows what to show me. It knows everything when it comes to me. But yeah, they're really cool because like every week, like one week it'll be like super preppy stuff. So it's like Ralph Lauren, or like plaid skirts, or like loafers, or like blazers or whatever. The next week it could be like I don't remember what the one that they did most recently was, but like every week it's something different. It's just that like every time I see it, like I'm not home and I'm like, dang, do I have stuff in my closet like that I could give? And I probably do, but I can never remember. So yeah, shout out to them. That's really cool. Next is good old Goodwill. Goodwill, Salvation Army, just places that take stuff back. Honestly, I personally have never been to a Plato's Closet, so I can't speak on that. I know people have mixed opinions on that, but I've never been to one. I know there are some in my state, but I don't know the closest one to me. And I've also heard that they could be a little bit pricey. Like, I've heard that you can take, like, they'll lowball you, but like also the stuff that they sell is pricey. So yeah, Goodwill's, usually what I do is like, okay, I'll start on Depop, and then like anything that takes too long to sell on Depop, I'm just like, okay, I'll take down the listing. Usually I wait a year though. I know not everybody wants to do that, but like, I don't know, like once it gets like a year, I'm like, okay, I don't see anybody buying this. I'm gonna take it to Goodwill because I want to get rid of it. I want to create more space. I will say though, the thing about Depop is like, I've had things that have been listed up for like nearly a year, and I'm like, okay, once this hits a year, I'll get rid of it. and then out of nowhere, like I don't know if it'll go into trend or something. Sometimes it won't even be a trend, or maybe it's just not a trend that I'm following, and then it'll get a whole bunch of likes and then somebody buys it, and I'm like, what? Like, that is one thing about Depop, is it's so random. Like, what? Why do y'all want this American Eagle sweater now? I've had this cardigan listed for how long, and now y'all want it. I was about to take it to Goodwill. But there's also a place that I follow that does, like, I follow a lot of like vintage secondhand thrift stores, especially ones in my region. But I will say, like I follow a place that has, they're not in my region, they're just online, but they do like Coach bags for under $100. I'm not giving y'all their Instagram, I'm so sorry. I'm giving y'all a lot of information. Some things I do have to gatekeep, I'm so sorry, because the other day they had the most gorgeous purple Coach bag and I missed out on it. Y'all cannot know the name of that place, I'm so sorry. Also because I genuinely don't know the name of the place right now, and I'm not even saying that to be petty. I know some people are like, oh, Coach is granny, Coach is old, da-da-da, but like, I love me some Coach. I love me some Coach. Like, future purchases, right? I know we're talking about spring cleaning, but for me and for a lot of other people, spring cleaning is about clearing out the closet so you can get something new. With future purchases, I am more and more trying to be more sustainable. So for example, if I want something, first place I'm looking is thrift stores, thrift events, Depop. Okay. For example, I went to a thrift market the other day. I got nothing except for jewelry, but it's because I was holding myself accountable. I was like, listen, I want to go to this event just because I want to go for the experience. There are a couple things that I will allow myself to get, but if I don't see those items, I will not be buying anything else except for the jewelry, because jewelry was actually on my list because I've been needing new rings. But yeah, so I went there, and the two things I was looking for, I don't know what else I was looking for, but I was mainly looking for capris, right? Because I'm gonna have a capri summer. Capri with a cute little sandal, cute little kitten heel. So they had capris, and some of them were cute, most of them were not. But they also just weren't in my size. So, but yeah, so it's like, okay, I want capris for the summer. Let me go in, look at thrift stores, look at thrift events, see if they have capris. I literally put my bullet point as thrifting Depop again, because I'm talking about Depop again. I love Depop. Depop, please, we're like this, please. If you ever want to work with me, you know where to find me. But yeah, when it comes to like anything that I'm looking for, it's like, okay, let me check. Let me go thrifting for it first. Let me go to Depop for it first. Thrifting, Depop, Poshmark, whatever you use, ThreadUp. Is that what I called it the first time? I feel like that's not what I called it the first time. eBay. I think eBay's actually buying Depop. I feel like I saw that email the other day. But yeah, so it's like, okay, now I'm shopping for summer. Let me see what the thrift gods have. Let me see what Depop has. Like, let me check there first. Yeah, and so after that, reworking old clothes. Like, for example, I have a pair of low-rise baggy jeans, which are cute, but I don't really like them too much, right? I don't wear them too much, and they were taking up space in my closet, and I wanted to get new pants, but I was like, listen, I have way too many pants. Same way I want more mini skirts, but I have too many mini skirts. I have to go through them. I took some out already. I have to get rid of more. I'm like, okay, I have too many pants. I want more capris, and I want more regular pants too, because I live in sweatpants. I want, a couple more like actual pants that aren't sweatpants. So I pulled those out, and at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna just get rid of these pants. I'll probably list them on Depop, or I'll take them to Goodwill or something. But then I'm like, you know what? They're already low rise, and they're a dark wash, and they're stretchy, and they have pockets. Why don't I just turn these into a pair of low rise capris? Because I'm having issues with finding low rise capris that A, I like, and B, are in my size. So now it's like, okay, two birds, one stone. Like, they're going from a pair of pants that I love but don't wear and that I plan to get rid of, and they're gonna turn into a pair of capris. They're already low rise, they're a dark wash. So yeah, and another thing that I plan to wear this summer is gaucho. So like capris, gauchos, like anything. And so like another example, I have a whole bunch of sweatpants I don't really wear. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put pictures of what I'm talking about right here. There's like, there's kind of like a cropped sweatpant trend, and I'm like, that's cute. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna take my sweatpants and I'm gonna crop them, and that way I don't have to go out, because like with this item being a trend, you know, I'm sure a whole bunch of brands are gonna start selling them, and they're gonna be like $70. And sure enough, a couple places that I checked, they had, one place had a capri set, and it was really cute. It was like, hold on. I hope you said bless you. I hope you said bless you. But they had this capri set, and it was like a like a little sports bra thing, and like I think like some sort of cover up, and it was $125. Mind you, no, actually I don't think I want to pay that. Then another place, they had a pair of really cute gauchos, but they were like $70. Why would I do that when I could take all these sweatpants? I actually just bought a pair of sweatpants the other day that were on clearance. They're this really pretty blue color. I don't know where they went, but like I bought these. I've had my eye on them for a while, and like I'm like, okay, these are cute. What if I take these and turn them into what I'm looking for? And that way, like, you know, I did have to buy something. I not have to. I already planned on buying it, and then it went clearance. I was waiting for it to go clearance. So I'm like, okay, I bought this item when it's on clearance, and I'm gonna turn it into, like, me buying this, I think it probably cost me like $13. And I'm gonna cut it off, and you know, maybe I could add patches or do whatever I want to do to, you know, to customize it. It's like, it cost me $13 to sit here and make something off of my mood board than to sit here and pay $70 for somebody else to do it. Now, I understand that everybody has a sewing machine, that everybody's like, you know, savvy with that. But if you have the ability, do it. And also, it's really not that difficult to learn how to use a sewing machine. It's also like, you can also usually, let me not say usually, I don't know about now. I've seen sewing machines at thrift stores, like at Goodwill and stuff. I've known people that have found sewing machines at thrift stores. You know, it doesn't hurt to know how to do certain things yourself rather than paying somebody the money. Now, I can't say that's for everything, because, for example, this hair on my head, I didn't do it. But that's also me saying that as somebody that has 20 million hobbies. I don't need to know how to do everything. Hair, no. I will pay my girl to do it. Okay? Thank you. But it's like, when I sit here and I'm so invested in fashion, like, I should know how to sew. You know what I mean? I just want to know how to sew, period. But it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't even have to buy stuff. It's like, I have other sweatpants that I already bought, and I was planning on getting rid of. Guess what? Now this trend came in, and I have another pair of black and white sweatpants that I could cut, and it looks like this picture off of my mood board. Like, and it really goes into being sustainable, because now it's like, I'm saving money. I don't have to go out and buy something else. You know, it makes my wild goose hunt easier. You know, I sit here and I go into my little corner when I have time, because one of the biggest issues is that, like, I really don't be having as much time, school, work, whatever. But when I have the time, I have my little rotary cutter, which is like a little pizza cutter for fabric. I take it, boom, bottom of the sweatpants are gone, now they're cropped. Just like that, just like that, just like that. Sometimes you have to be the change you want to see in the world. Once again, I know everybody's different. I know not everybody wants to learn how to sew. I know not everybody wants to do all the things themselves. Some people are fine with buying all the stuff. That's cool. But, you know, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to know how to sew. It doesn't hurt to know certain things. Going back to, like, buying things with a purpose and being sustainable, in my future purchases, I'm like, okay, if I am going to buy something that's not thrifted or whatever, is this something that I'm going to use over and over? Like, for example, this black cami, wear it all the time. It's a good layering piece. I wear it all the time. I have plenty of camis. And then it's like, okay, is it going to be a staple in my wardrobe? Once again, staples in my wardrobe. Like, it wouldn't be about something else. And then I have to stop myself. I'm like, wait, do I need this, or am I following a trend? Right? I don't know. I mean, like, we're humans, we follow trends, but it's also like, okay, do I need to have all these things in my following a trend? Like, for example, when there was like the BBL jacket, like the zip up workout jacket, I bought a whole bunch of them. I have a whole bunch of them. I haven't worn not one single one this year. I mean, we're only in April, but I bought a whole bunch of them, and I look back on it, I was like, I really didn't need to buy that much because I was following this trend. I was working out a lot when I bought them, so I did also just like having the options. But it's like, okay, you know, I need to catch myself more often when I'm buying something because of a trend rather than buy something because I need it. You know what I'm saying? Do I really need to have 5 of these jackets? Absolutely not. Absolutely not necessary. It's wasteful. It's being greedy. This is the type of greed that they spoke about in the Bible. Okay. Let me relax. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Yeah, I was gonna sit here and talk about what else I was gonna be wearing for the spring and summer, but honestly, I'm wondering if I should make that a separate video because I just hit 15 minutes. 5 and a 0, 50, almost an hour of me sitting here talking. If you watch this, I don't know how long this is gonna be after I edit it. Honestly, I think I'll be able to cut out a good amount, but I'm hoping I can get it down to at least 30 because I really do yap. I know I repeated myself a couple times. I'm yapping. I'm running my mouth now. Let me stop. Thank you for watching this video if you got to the end. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know what you guys do to clean out your closet. Let me know your tips and tricks. Let me know what you guys plan to wear this upcoming season. That's all I got.